Hello, listeners, and welcome to our fifth program in our series. Let's Learn Building Studies, which is produced for grade 10 to 11 learners and anybody else who has an interest in the subject. My name is Queen Kangotwi, and today we'll learn about concrete structures. Please have a pen and a notebook ready so that you can make notes of the important points. In the building construction from BC to date, there is what we call the greatest building material of all time. This is determined by strength and durability. It gets stronger with age, and if it's done well, it does not absorb water and it is fire resistant. Therefore, in today's program, we are going to talk about the one and only concrete structures. At the end of this program, you should be able to know types of concrete foundations, explain different types of concrete foundation, describe concrete floors.
Andrew, I think you understand much better than me. In grade 8 and 9, we were doing technical studies that has a mix of trades like bricklaying and plastering, metalwork and welding and woodwork. Now we are just doing building studies. Are we still going to do the others also?
Okay, Martha. Technical studies was for grade 8 and 9 to open up your minds, so that when we come to grade 10, we'll choose only one trade out of the three that we did in grade 8 and 9. In grade 10 to 11, we'll only have one subject, which of course will be the one you like and know better.
Oh, I get it now. Thank you, Andrew. Are we going to repeat the same things that we did in grade 8 and 9? The reason I'm asking is because in the bricklaying lesson, I always fail the concrete part, and I don't want to fail that part again.
Right, I get you. It is not really a repetition of what we did in grade 8 and 9, but a continuation and a reframing of what we did in the previous grades. Concrete is very easy. All you have to know about concrete is the properties of concrete, how it is made, where is it used, what and how it is placed, how is it transported, and how is it cured.
Wow, very impressive, Andrew. I'm taking note already. What about in building studies? Will there also be some more information added on the concrete, like you said, some things are added on as we progress?
That's not a big issue, Martha. Concrete will always be concrete, and I will always be here if you don't understand. And you can always ask in class as well. We'll also use Google as we progress in the year.
Good morning, class.
Good morning, ma'am.
Please take your seats, Martha and Andrew. Is that about Arsenal or what's going on there?
Sorry, ma'am. No, we're not talking about soccer. We're talking about concrete in general. Because I always feel questions about concrete from the previous grades. I asked Andrew if concrete is part of our syllabus this year again.
Well, great. Worry no more. In today's program, we are going to talk about concrete structures. Before we kickstart, please, somebody refresh my mind about the properties of concrete and where we use concrete.
Okay, ma'am. Properties of concrete are sand, cement, stones, and clean water in proportion. Concrete is used for foundations, surface bed, or concrete floors, slabs, beams, lintels, retaining walls, dams, etc.
Very good, Andrew. I hope you're all remembering now. Like Andrew said, concrete is used for foundations. We have a lot of foundation that can be casted with concrete. Let's take a look at these foundations as follows: strip foundation, pile foundation, raft foundation, and pad foundation. Well, strip foundation is the base of the footing of the foundation, a strip of linear structure that ultimately serves to spread the weight across the total area of swell. Pile foundation is a deep foundation that transfers building loads to the earth further down from the surface than a shallow foundation does to a subsurface layer on a range of depths. Raft foundation is also called a mat foundation. Is essentially a continuous slab resting on soil that extends over the entire footprint of the building, thereby supporting the building and transferring its weight to the ground. Pad foundation. This is a spread foundation formed by rectangular, square, or sometimes circular concrete pads that support localized single-point loads such as structural columns or framed structures. This load is then spread by the pad to the bearing layer of soil or rock below.
Sorry, ma'am, I'm a little bit slow. I want to know, is the foundation the base of the building or where the building is resting? With the above given examples, on which foundation is this class built on?
That's correct, Martha. And to answer your question, this class is built on a strip foundation. And on the strip foundation, we build boundary walls as well. We have stepped foundation also that is used when the surface is not level. And we build boundary walls and structural building like a house, etc.
Excellent, Andrew. You have really mastered information on concrete, and I'm happy that you can help others in my absentia as well. Take note, the right proportions of cement, sand, and stone will provide a consistent mixture. This means that the aggregates are evenly spread through the... Take two. This means that the aggregates are evenly spread throughout the mixture, and each solid particle is coated with cement paste.
Are there floors that are not made from concrete? And those that are not made from concrete, what are they made out of? And are they sound and strong?
Yes, Martha. There are floors that are not made out of concrete. Some which are stronger than the floors made from concrete. We have three types of floors. Ground floor, concrete or timber. Suspended or upper floor, concrete, timber or steel. The third one, reinforcement concrete.
All right, okay. Let me explain the different types of floors mentioned earlier and give you more details on them. First one, ground floor. Preparation of the concrete ground floor. After the foundation brickwork is done, the box is filled with suitable sand and compacted very well, leaving only 110 millimeter, depending on the thickness of the surface bed. Filling is added and compacted. Put a layer of blinding, which is soft sand, where the damp-proof membrane is going to rest, and the concrete is spread on the DPM, respectively. Second one, suspended floor or slab. Suspended is boxed with a shutter board, making a box form that will be the shape of the concrete when it dries. In the box, there will be steel rods fixed together according to the engineer's prescription to avoid shear and bending moment, compression in concrete, and hold together the concrete structure. Reinforcement concrete. Reinforcement concrete can be a slab, like it was explained earlier, and it can be resting on the ground like ground floor, but in this case, the only difference is the steel rods that make it a reinforcement concrete. Every concrete, if there is steel, it becomes reinforcement concrete. Martha, please conclude our lessons today.
So, in conclusion, today I have learned different types of concrete foundations. What are the types of concrete foundations? Types of floors and which ones are made of concrete, and how the concrete floors are prepared.
Well, that brings us to the end of our program for today. This program was written by Mr. Risto Tanki Kapenta. Until next time, take care.
Jump to the sky. This program was brought to you by NAMCOL with funding from the Ministry of Education, Arts and Culture and the Commonwealth of Learning.